What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I was going to dress for the occasion for the topic, but it's cold out here in these streets. It's a double-digit wind miles per hour and in the 20s outside. It's nice and cold. I got these big old windows right here, and we ain't running the heater. Why run the heater if it ain't that too bad, but a little chilly, so we cozy in the civil regime two-piece baggy, sweatsuit. So with that said, that doesn't change the fact that these are some sexy ass vanilla fragrances. We got 12 of them. I couldn't just whittle it down to 10. It had to be 12. Sometimes it's easier to whittle them down to 5 and 7 and 8 and so on sometimes with these lists, but this one I couldn't get to 10. I had to do 12. So these are fan-freaking-tastic. A lot of these might be some of your favorites. Some of these you may have never given a chance before. But there's going to be links down below if you want to check any of these out. Of course, you don't have to buy nothing to watch these videos, but if you like something you hear or see, it's down there for your convenience. So let's dive into these 12 vanillas. Stay tuned. Warm and cozy, sliced through the cold, an oldie but a goodie from Mancera. We've got Oud Vanille. Oud Vanille does not get talked about enough. It's a beautiful creamy vanilla with this kind of dry, almost by the fireplace like burning wood smell. And I don't mean by the fireplace from Margiela. I mean legitimately burning wood. Kind of this roasted marshmallowy vanilla kind of smell. Charred woods without being burnt, I guess. Like charred's maybe the wrong word. Light smokiness to it. It's not a super funky type of oud. There's a little bit of funk to it. There's a beautiful, like I said, the vanilla here balances it out just right. It's creamy, it's sweet, it's kind of fluffy, like I was saying, with that marshmallowy type of effect, a little bit of powder. It just smells really good. It's a sweet, woody vanilla that offers a little bit of depth and character because it's got some, slight oud funk to it. A little pencil shaving dry, more so than funky, but it does not get any love. Nobody really talks about this one because there's so many Mancera fragrances out there, but the stuff is still really good after all these years. Maybe it's time for you to give it a try, and of course, has phenomenal Mancera-like performance. It's Mancera's Oud Vanille. One of my favorite designer releases in recent years. This dries into a beautiful bourbon vanilla. You get coffee, you get woods, you get this creamy, balmy type of resinous smell to it. But it dries down into this beautiful sweet vanilla. It is Givenchy Gentleman Society Extreme. Still my favorite of the bunch. I know a lot of people are digging Ombre, the newest one. The original, still fantastic. I'm sure if they do a fourth one, which I would assume would probably be an elixir or something like that, I'm sure it's going to be fantastic as well. Just right. A little bit of spice. Got a hint of coffee here that kind of comes and goes. There's layers to it. Has a little bit of that iris, waxy iris smell to it. But once you get down to the dry down, it's a beautiful woody vanilla that I just think offers a beautiful sex appeal to a high compliment factor fragrance. I'm sure those of you that have it have had some pretty good experiences with this. This is a beautiful evening out, cooler weather fragrance. If you're looking for compliments and you want a designer that has a little bit of complexity and depth to it, you might want to look into this one. It's a damn good release with really good performance. It's Givenchy Gentleman Society Extreme. Next, I couldn't have this topic without introducing this newcomer because it is Twisted Steel and Sex Appeal. What a great vanilla fragrance. Almost sold out. Over the next couple of days, you're going to see one. Then the next couple of days, another. Then the next couple of days, the final one. And this project will be done within the next 7 to 10 days at the recording of this video. We are talking about the giant connoisseur in Zaharoff, Ibere. Who is the giant connoisseur? That's my guy Jordan. Who's Jordan? Well, if you watch wrestling, you might be familiar with the Nigerian giant Omos. This is his fragrance, and a banger and a half. Sexy has been pretty much everybody's word that's smelled it to describe this fragrance. It is based around vanilla, clearly. It's got powdered sugar, tonka bean absolute, vanilla, as well as this Vallejo note. It's a non-exclusive oil that's a woody vanilla leathery type of accord with a pinch of spice, a little bit of leather kind of wrapping everything. Little dried fruits that give it this slight fruity element to it, but it's also got this cleanly, gentleman, almost fougere-like appeal to the scent profile where it's dapper, but gourmand sweet at the same time. Resinous, a light smokiness to like a darker vanilla overall, Beautiful fragrance. Great performer as well. Again, sexy, sexy stuff right here. High compliment factor, great performer. I had to have it. I had to have it in this video. It just suits it so well. So those of you that have it, you know where I'm coming from. By all means, let everybody know in the comments what you think about it. If you agree. If you don't agree. Just keep it respectful. You can disagree down there as well. But yeah, this is some good stuff. Had to make sure to let you guys know we're nearing the end. So if you were considering it and haven't pulled the trigger on it yet, you're legitimately running out of time. And if you have it, and love it so much you were wanting to get a backup bottle. Why can't I get this to focus, my lord? There we go. You were wanting to get a backup bottle. Time is of the essence. So, had to have it in here. Giant Connoisseur and Zaharoff Ibere. Let's talk affordable. We've got a clone in here. And Altair, great fragrance. Honestly, I think this does the trick. This is one of those good enough situations for me. Fragrance World's French Avenue Liquid Brun. The reason this one over Kurkdjian Aylan Vanilla Dunes is because that one I find a bit more woodsy, a little bit spicier. I find this one has the thicker, creamier vanilla of the bunch. I've got 4, I believe, Altair clones at this point. This is the creamiest, thickest, most vanilla heavy one of the bunch. It suits this so well. Phenomenal performance. It smells amazing. Just the right amount of orange blossom, citrus, and spice and woods with some thick, creamy vanilla. Man, this is good. Smells fantastic. It really does. This is hyped to death for a reason. This was pretty much clone of the year in 2024 for a reason. If you're looking to spend around, I think it's still going for around $40-ish. Totally worth picking up if you don't want to spend Parfums de Marly Altair money. Obviously, that's the ultimate way to go to get the original, but if you want to save a buck and get a really close experience, this is damn good. It's from Fragrance World. Their French Avenue line, which apparently is almost every release at this point, Liquid Brun. One of the most lingering, sillage monster, sexy, amber vanilla fragrances ever created. This will never not be intoxicating. Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Grand Soir. This is a special fragrance. This 70 ml bottle goes a long way. You can 2 to 3 spray this one and your trail's lingering everywhere. Super high compliment factor, crazy intoxicating, based around vanilla benzoin amber. It's a simple fragrance. It's warm. It's sweet. It's just right. A little pinch of spiciness to help with that amber benzoin combo to warm it up. Super vanillic though. What a gorgeous fragrance. This stuff will linger in the air. Perfectly unisex. This is masterfully done. It really is. Francis Kurkdjian flexed his creativity, his artistic integrity is poured into this formula, I have to say. It is magic. It's a simple fragrance, but it is a statement maker, that is for sure. If you've never experienced this, there's no clone that does this fragrance justice. I just want to throw that out there right now. What about Eternal Oud from the top? No. Sure, it might smell nice, but gotta spend the money on this one. It's that good. Sample it. You'll know where I'm coming from if you sample it. Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Grand Soir. Some oud funk, some spices, creamy vanilla. It's a vanilla oud based fragrance. It's got a cleanliness to it though. For having some oud funk, it's got a clean aromatic feel to it as well. From Day 3 Fragrances, this is Aylan. Aylan is fantastic. They have just been releasing banger after banger. That's Michael Paul's signature, the perfumer co-owner of the brand. Aylan, strongly encourage you try a discovery set from the house. Whatever they cost, I think they're like $50 now because they've got such a wide library. You get a voucher for the price of the discovery set towards a bottle. So you get your money back on it if you end up buying a bottle. But God, this is magic. It really is. Just the right amount of funk, but still a little clean, even a touch soapy, if you will. With a balance of sweetness and spice, it dries into a beautiful vanilla. That funk turns into more of a dry wood. It's just magic. Man, this is such a great creation. What a great job from Michael Paul. He creates these stellar fragrances. And Aylan was the best of the house until recently. And a lot of people would still say best of the house. But, you know, Midnight Raspberry, Desert Rain, and Tres Oros, what a trifecta of releases for 2025. While Tres Oros could have, yes and no. I believe there's vanilla in there. This is far more of the vanilla. This is the vanilla fragrance of the house, and this is an absolute stunner. Statement maker, super sexy, high compliment factor, great on a date. You're going to be more interesting than the average guy wearing a designer fragrance based around vanilla. That is for sure. High quality stuff, phenomenal performance. I mean, check, 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 check. Checks all the boxes. Totally worth a sample. That is for sure. From day 3 fragrances, we've got Aylan. Now, speaking of designer vanillas, this is one that definitely does the trick, has for a long time. No, I have not tried the new Eau de Parfum flanker yet. I will at some point, I'm sure. Mercedes-Benz Club Black, the ever so popular hype beast from the car company. This is incense, amber, and ambroxan, and a lot of vanilla. I believe a little bit of pink pepper too, if I remember correctly. Just stunning. Creamy, but not too thick of a vanilla. There's an airiness to it. I believe it's that ambroxan that they put in there. Gives it a little bit of freshness. Of course, gives it some pop off the skin. Beautiful stuff. If you don't want to spend more than $50 and you love a good, sexy vanilla fragrance, I give you Mercedes-Benz Club Black. Tried and true at this point. It's been out for several years. It's been hyped for several years. It deserves the praise it gets for all of these years. Still worth it to this day. Nothing has changed. When a fragrance is good, a fragrance is good. Just because newer stuff comes out doesn't mean this is not good anymore. So keep that in mind. Just because there's a new EDP flanker doesn't mean this isn't just as good or better. I don't know. We'll find out eventually. But I can tell you one thing. This is really freaking good if you like vanilla and you want something that's going to make a statement that your girl's going to really like smelling on you. Mercedes-Benz Club Black. Quintessential woody vanilla. When in doubt, this sexy ass fragrance will work. It's almost got a little bit of a booziness to it, the way the effervescence of this benzoin comes across. It's warm and spicy. It's a very distinctive woody vanilla accord. It is from Nishane. This is Ani. Ani is beloved among the perfume community, as it should be. This is a staple for someone that wants to experience what a damn good vanilla is. If you get this, this might be all you really need. This is a damn good vanilla-based fragrance. Perfectly unisex. Does have a little bit of a masculine lean with the spices and that heavy amber dose that you're going to get. There's the spices. It's a little peppery spiced. Not too warm up top, but warm, spicy, more so than any freshness that you're going to get. There's a little bit of a light freshness in the opening, but that fades. It thickens up, warms up quite a bit rather quickly. Just intoxicating. What a word to describe this. Intoxicating, charismatic. This is definitely an attention grabber. This will draw everyone around you. Look, if you stand in a crowd of 10 people with this, you'd be hard pressed to convince me not one of them is going to say, God, somebody smells good. Somebody's going to open their mouth if you're standing around a few people wearing this. Somebody's going to say something. It smells too good to not have someone around you that smells it be vocal about it. It's that level of good, that in the likelihood that you're standing around people, you're walking by people, somebody's going to say something. If you're chasing them compliments, the compliment fisherman, you brought your tackle box, this is the bait. It's going to reel in a big one. I'm telling you, this will reel in a big one. Obviously, you need to not be a 2 out of 10 that has bad hygiene and can't dress to save your life. Obviously, that's more important than your fragrance. But if you got all that taken care of, what a cherry on top something like this can be. Beautiful stuff. Standard, quintessential is Nishane Ani. Now, we talked about it being quintessential and standard. What if you wanted to take that profile and funk it up and elevate it a little bit to be a bit more niche, more specific crowd? Let's say you wanted to add some funkiness to it. Take away some spice and make it funky. Well, that's what Perroy Goldfawn does. The note breakdown online will show you cedarwood, sandalwood, vanilla, and nothing about that says funky, musky, woody vanilla. But it does. It smells like if you took Nishane Ani, pulled the spiciness out, and put some funk in there. Some musky funk. And I don't mean it in a bad way. This is a super banger. Under the radar. Not everybody knows about this. This is a lesser known gem right here in the niche world, I think, anyways. And it's more cedar wood than it is sandalwood, which I think was a good move here. It doesn't make it too creamy with the vanilla. Man, just the right amount of funk. Not super funky, like loaded with oud or heavy animalics or anything, but when you compare it to something like Nishane Ani, that's a much cleaner fragrance, whereas there's a dirtiness to this one. Yeah, I don't think I can encourage you to sample a fragrance more in this video than maybe this, Ibere, which there's no samples for that, but and stuff like Aylan. just home run type fragrances if you're looking for sexy vanilla. This is a more interesting. It still has the sex appeal of Ani, but has that funkiness for a perfume lover. Perfume lovers like the funky stuff sometimes. This one provides a little bit, just the right amount. It's Perroy Goldfawn. Dry, leafy tobacco, a little bit of cherry sweetness. It's a touch smoky, like a wispy smokiness of incense, with some creamy vanilla. A little powdery, just a little bit. We've got Tobacco Flirting with Vanilla from Bisous. I got this one recently, and it's fantastic. Talk smoky to me. This is fantastic. This is so good. This is not spicy on the level of a Tobacco Vanille. I get it, tobacco and vanilla. Everybody thinks Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille immediately. Some relatability, sure, but a lot of cherry here. And a little bit of that cough syrup type of cherry, which I typically don't like, but it kind of works in this one. Doesn't kind of work. It works in this one with the balance of this leafy tobacco. It's not a burnt smoked tobacco. It's not a thick, like moist tobacco. It's a dry tobacco leaf, basically. Offers this kind of herbal, earthy, dry, earthy feel to it. The vanilla sweetens things up. And like I said, you have this wispy smokiness to it that kind of leaves it airy and even, dare I say, a little fresh early on with, I find, to be above average performance. Not quite a beast like other tobacco fragrances, but not a weak performer by any means. Honestly, I think this is great for a date because of that. You don't want to overwhelm your date. Some of these are really strong fragrances, easy on the sprays, fellas. You don't want to be the guy she bitches to her girlfriends about hey, girl, he bathed in cologne, it was awful. I felt like I needed a gas mask to sit at the table with him. Because some of y'all wild assholes think 20 sprays of everything is the answer all the time because y'all get programmed by people. And once you do it, you think there's no going back. We're talking dates and sex appeal and stuff. Don't bathe in your fragrance if you're going to dinner with someone. Depending on your setting, go for it. Crack the damn atomizer off and just pour the shit on your head for all I care. But know your setting, know your audience, and adjust accordingly. And fragrances like this, less is more. Especially some of these strong ones in this video. Less is more in these date settings, guys. Let's be mindful. Let's not be dickheads. Okay? You want a second date? Don't bathe in your fragrance. And some of you are offended by this. Well, then bathe in your fragrance and we'll see what happens. But with this one, I think less is more. You can get a few more sprays out of this one in a date night situation versus some of the other ones because it's not a monster. Boy, does it smell good. Cherry, vanilla, smoky, and leafy. Tobacco Flirting with Vanilla. Okay. I had to have this in this video. Some of you, longtime viewers, were like, he's going to have this, because I'm probably not going to put it in the thumbnail. But of course, I'm going to have Vertus Vanilla Oud. And this is a polarizing one. Some people swear by it. Some people think it's awful. It's weird how polarizing this is. I think this is one of the greatest fragrances I've ever smelled in my life. Now, this is a funky Vanilla Oud. Very spicy, burnt, smoky smell. Has some animalics to it, for sure, the way this funkiness comes across. Funky, dark, resinous, smoky, sweet, powdery. Very ambery, too. Just the right amount of animalic funkiness to it. So good. God, this is so good. Makes me happy. Makes me happy. I've heard some wild shit about this one, both good and bad. To each their own, but I'll tell you what, it's a masterpiece to me. Comes to vanilla, one of my favorites ever. When it comes to just fragrance in general, one of my favorites ever. Understatement when I call it a banger. At least that's how I feel about it. Wife's a fan too. She's not a big fan of the funky stuff. But this one, we get down with this one, guys. Get your nose on this. You may love it, you may hate it, but you don't know until you try it. It's Vertus Vanilla Oud. Last but not least, this is one of those fragrances I encourage you to just do a few sprays because it's a monster. Absolute monster. It's funky. It's animalic. It's sweet. It's spicy. It's if you were to take oud chips, pile them up, shave some vanilla on it, drizzle it with honey, sprinkle cinnamon on top, and you would get Montale Honey Oud. You get all of those elements in this fragrance. It's warm and ambery. It's syrupy, thick, sweet from the honey and vanilla. Gives it a little bit of a powdery vanilla smell. As it dries down, it becomes more and more about the vanilla and amber. That honey never seems to fade. This is amazing. Cinnamon spiced, warm and cozy, cut through the cold like a hot knife through butter. Another one, I'm going to use the phrase again. Twisted steel and sex appeal. More interesting than the rest because you have a little bit of funkiness with all the sweet, gourmand, delicious elements as well. Great, 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 monstrous, ridiculous performance. Less is more, 2 to 3 sprays, guys. If you're wearing this on a date, 2 to 3 sprays. I'm telling you. I don't care what this chick, that dude, whoever told you about bathing in this shit. This ain't the one. Don't bathe in this one. You going wherever, sure, do whatever hell you want. And you can still do whatever hell you want. It's just my opinion. I'm not going on a date with you. I don't give a fuck if you bathe in your favorites, honestly. But I'm just trying to help you. If you want my opinion to help you. I'm trying to deprogram that bullshit that's been put in your head about you need to bathe in every fragrance. I'm trying to deprogram that nonsense. Because most people, the average person that's not a perfume lover, doesn't want to be around the guy that smells like he bathed in cologne. You want people to smell you, I get that, but you don't want to overwhelm every damn body because that compliment's going to turn into one of these faces. On a date, less is more. Monster, so less is more. It's incredible, though. One of Pierre Montale's greatest creations, in my opinion. I love this stuff. It's Montale's Honey Oud. Well, now, that was 12, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got through them all. Minimal lectures on bathing in your fragrance, too. I try, because certain settings, when we have these certain topics, it's like, I want to make sure to let you know, it's not cool to do that in this particular setting and situation. On behalf of the women you may be dating or going on a date with, guys, less is more. Less is more, guys, less is more. Some fragrances are better to be discovered. Some situations, it's really perfect to go that route. And this is one of those routes, date nights, evenings out. Just these are sex. When it comes to the word sexy, when you're describing fragrances, usually it's sexy times, intimate settings, not just dinner dates, but that's usually where that night will start on a dinner date, right? So, with that said, these links down below if you want to check any of these out. I appreciate you hanging with me through the video. I hope this was helpful, entertaining, or any of the above for you in some way. If this offended you, seek professional help. I am not a professional. I'm just here to give fragrance opinions and advice based on experience and the knowledge I've gained over the years. So, like I said, I can't help anyone professionally if this kind of stuff offends you. Because that's really a thing. Yeah, but with that said, great vanilla is right. So, hope you all have a great rest of your week. Enjoy the cold weather while we got it. It comes and goes, at least here on the Gulf Coast. Make sure to like and subscribe if you leave. We'll see you on the next one.